So what is up, guys? So Google has finally announced their next Pixel release date, and this one's going to be August 20th. And so, let's just talk about it a little bit. Let's talk about, some of the specs, some of the rumors that we could expect with this phone. As always, guys, there are going to be skippable chapters in the video notes. That way you guys can skip around and I'm not stopping you here. First, let's just start off with the Tensor G5 processor. This is expected to be ran off of TSMC's 3nm process, which will be a slight step up from the Tensor G5 or G4, I should say. The Pixel 10 Pro Fold, because Google likes having long names, could possibly be a slight bump in the specs compared to the Pixel 10 and the 10 Pro. So that'd be pretty neat to see. This is expected to actually be faster than the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. Which was actually released October 24th of 2023. So that's pretty good. I'm glad that Google's still trying to work toward having their own, in-house processor. Obviously, it might be designed by TSMC, but that is something that's nice to see another company do. It probably won't be as powerful as the Snapdragon 8 Elite or the Samsung Snapdragon 8 Elite. It will still definitely be a nice improvement from the Tensor G4. So for the design, we're still expected to have, sort of the same design as last year's Pixel 9. The Pixel 10 will actually be adding one extra camera, which will actually be a telephoto lens. More about the cameras later in the video. But the Pixel 10 Pro itself will possibly just have the same design, just with extra specs and possibly a jump in the camera modules. Again, more on that. The Pixel 10 Pro Fold, however, will keep the same design as I said, just because last year's 9 Pro Fold was kind of the big design overhaul. And this year will be Google's third year of doing the folding phone. And so this could possibly just be a smaller, leap forward. Again, the specs might be a little bit bumped compared to buying a 10 Pro. So that will definitely be nice to see. So for the cameras themselves, Google, again, the Pixel 10 is expected to be getting another camera to sort of match the vibe of the S25. And so this will definitely be interesting to see compared to, what Apple's been doing with the two camera modules. Google's expected to wanting to match Samsung and their S25. And so let's talk about it. So the new camera will actually be a 10.8 megapixel telephoto lens, the 48 megapixel wide lens, and a 13 megapixel ultra wide lens. The Pixel 9 Pro XL will feature a 50 megapixel wide, a 48 megapixel ultra wide, and a 48 megapixel telephoto. Compare the two and we could see some bump in the specs of the camera hardware for the Pixel 10 Pro Fold. We aren't totally sure what we could see in that area just yet. Again, the event is August 20th. We haven't really seen as much, new leaks and rumors about the Pixel 10 Pro Fold as, we would like, but we're definitely expecting something big from Google. So for the colors, the Pixel 10 will come in Obsidian, Indigo, Frost, and Lemonade. To be honest, I'm kind of interested in the Frost just because it sounds sort of like what Apple's been doing with the sky blue color for the MacBook. And so I'm definitely interested in the Frost color. The Lemonade sounds like it's going to be a bright yellow, and some of the renders of it look maybe just a little goofy. Maybe doesn't really look the best, but the blackout version, obviously that one will be nice. The Indigo seems like a decent color, but I'm really interested in that Frost color. The Pixel 10 Pro the Pixel 10 Pro XL will feature Obsidian, Porcelain, Moonstone, and Jade. I'm interested in the Moonstone because I kind of like that dark gray silver kind of look. Again, Obsidian would be nice as a blackout kind of look. So now we're going to talk about Qi 2 wireless charging. So Qi 2 wireless charging might become the new standard for the next 5 or 10 years, really just because Apple's not really been using it, but the MagSafe cable has created the possibility to put magnets inside the phone and on the cable itself. And so supposedly this Google Pixel could possibly be the first or one of the first Android phones to have a Qi 2 wireless charging with magnets. And so what this will allow is, besides the magnetic charging, it will allow for faster wireless charging speeds, but also accessories such as phone mounts for your phone in the car, or wallet mounts, different sorts of cases that will definitely improve the look of the phone, the style of the phone, and what the phone could offer. So a lot of you guys obviously are wondering what the price is of the phone. And to be honest, the price isn't really going to get an increase or a decrease. It's going to stay the same. So the Pixel 10 is going to start at 128 gigabytes for $799. The Pixel 10 Pro is going to start at 128 gigabytes at $999. And the Pixel 10 Pro XL will start at $1,999 with 256 gigs of storage. Now on the screen, I've also included kind of like a spreadsheet of what we could see for prices with 256 gigs, 512, and a terabyte for all of these phones. The Pixel 10 Pro Fold could see no price increase or decrease. It could possibly stay at that same $1,999 price point, which is the luxury price point for a luxury phone. And so that is definitely something that we look forward to and something that we want to expect. But let me know what you guys think about this whole Pixel 10 option. Do you think that Google is going to change the game with the Tensor G5 chip? Let me know down in the comments below, and definitely hit that subscribe button and go follow our socials, because we've been doing some more stuff over there and don't want you guys to miss out. But until the end, I'll see you guys in the next one, you guys. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'm out of here on the YouTube channel. Peace.